Hey everybody, Tom here, and today I want to teach you how to set up Chai. Chai is a board game about tea, which is kind of cool and exciting. In the interest of full disclosure, really quickly, I was following Dan, the designer, co-designer of this game, on Twitter, and at one point he asked if anyone lived in Utah and would have space to store some games leading up to SaltCon. I had tons of space and I'm not too far from SaltCon, so I volunteered and I stored his games through the winter. And, well, through part of the winter. Anyway, I received this copy as a gift, as a thank you for storing those games. And so this is the only game so far that I've ever gotten from anyone. But yeah, I just thought I'd be upfront with you as we go ahead and open up this box. This is the deluxe version of the game, the Kickstarter version. I don't know how it differs from the regular version, honestly, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, this is the deluxe version of the game. So as we look in here, it does have some, oh my gosh, what are they called? Game trays that are custom made for this game. Now, in all reality, because this is what I do on my channel, I wish there was a little more thought put behind these game trays. They're not very intuitive, and it seems like a little half-baked or something. I don't know. It's not amazing, but it's cool that there is something to keep these pieces stored. So the way that I've gone ahead and stored these pieces here is I've put money and the metal coins. I know those are deluxe. I don't know about these wooden different pieces, if those are cardboard and the regular or not, but yeah. So anyway, I have this game tray that stores, I've decided to put the money here, first player token here, and then these are going to be player pieces down here. So, and tip jars, first player marker. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take that out. Now there's this tray to hold the money. I've found that this makes things a little more cumbersome. I just keep the money in the tray during gameplay rather than putting it on here. We have this, oh man, I don't know if this is this is the pantry. Okay, so this is going to be a board to hold pantry items. We're going to have this thermometer to gauge the rounds, or to track the rounds. You can either do Fahrenheit or Celsius, very fun. We're going to go ahead and put a clip on this. Down here at 0, this is just a round tracker. And so for 5 rounds, it's hard for you to see. This is actually dual layered. There you go. And so I love that addition. That's really cool, the way that that clip just slides in there. That's awesome. I love it. Anyway, this is going to be a round tracker. We're going to go through 5 rounds, and so we'll just put that down there at the bottom. We're going to have, this is going to be the ingredients market board, so we'll take that out, and it is also dual layered, so that's amazing. I love that stuff. And we have these different boards for the different players, and you can see the player color is on the bag and kind of right there along the top. Let's set up a usual blue player versus red player situation here, and we won't need the other boards. These dice are for solo play. These are the cardboard coins, but like I said, I've got the metal coins at this point. I don't know if these are the deluxe cups or if all of the cups come out this way, but we're going to need 1 cup per player. They don't actually go to the players. They're just going to be in the general area for the game, so we'll take those out. We're going to have a whole bunch of these tiles. Again, I think in the main game, these are kind of like Azul. I think in the regular game, they'll probably be the same material, not cardboard, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, so we're going to have this whole bag of ingredients, and you could see there's a square right there. All right, so we're going to take that out. We're going to have pantry items. These are going to be circular, and these are cardboard tokens. They look like this. Okay, so we're going to take that and put that over there. And then they went ahead and put all of their cards in a tuck box, which is really nice. That way they don't slide around like crazy. So I guess what I was saying about the game trays not being, I feel like that's not fair, but it's just like there's compartments that don't really match what they hold. It just feels, I wish there was another pass-through with somebody crazy like me who could be picky. Anyway, we've got everything out that we're going to need, so let's go ahead and move this off. How about we set up the main play area to start off? So the big part of the main play area is going to be this market. We're going to need the cups somewhere nearby. Let's keep them up here, I think. And let's see, we're going to want the money. Sure, right there sounds like a great place for money. Well, I lie. Let's put that right here. And we're also going to need pantry items. Okay, here's what, you would have thought that with the pandemic going on, I could have sat down and thought through this. Clearly not. Okay, we're going to put the round marker here, pantry items here. Now, normally, pantry items are going to be drawn randomly from this bag, but to start off the game, you're going to want one of each type of ingredient. This is a wild ingredient, so we won't want that, but we're going to need a milk. I think that's vanilla. I don't know what that is. Marshmallows? Do people put marshmallows in I don't drink tea, so what do I know? Okay, we need, I think that's honey, and I think that's spices. Who knows? You could tell I'm clearly an expert at this stuff. All right, so we start off with one of each ingredient, mix up the bag, and have that nearby. Here, let me get this out of the way. Okay, here's what else we're going to need. I just should have thought of where everything is going. Okay, next, these are like rails here. We're going to fill these up with the ingredients. Okay, and we'll just set them randomly in here like this. Oh, I don't know. It looks like I'm trying to be mischievous. I'm really not. I'm just throwing them down here. And we're going to need one more up here. So you can see there's 6 ingredients per row and 3 rows, like that. And then we'll keep these nearby. Now each cup is going to need a face down tip token. Now when I put these in the box, I kind of shuffled them, but let's go ahead and do that. Again, just a quick little shuffle. Oh, and we're going to pick 2 randomly and put them right in front of each cup. And then just for cleanliness, I'm just going to go ahead and keep those tips stacked right in there. Okay. Now the last thing we're going to need are some cards. So let me go ahead and show you which cards. Some of these cards are going to be for the individual players. Some of them are going to be for the general supply. Now, again, I'm being a little bit picky, and I understand that. One thing I kind of wish that was a little bit different about these cards is every type of card in here has the exact same back. I kind of wish that the player cards were all the same back, and that these next cards, these ability cards, had a different back. It just would have made things a little easier. As it is, I've tried to be a little bit clever with the way that I've turned some cards over to try to help keep things nice and organized in that box. But yeah, so let's take a look here. There are some blank cards where you could do your own artwork and design your own type of card if you want. I haven't done that. You can make your own ability card, but specifically what we're looking for is a set of cards that looks like this on one side. And they're going to have a bunch of abilities. They're numbered for ease so that you can look it up in the rule book or on Board Game Geek or whatever. But what we want to do, and you can see again, same exact back as all the other cards. I wish that was a little different, especially because these are like horizontal, but here we go. I'll try to stop being so whiny, maybe. All right, we're going to shuffle these up and put them near the board, but we're going to want 3 of these laid out. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. And let's keep them down here. That seems like a great place. Now this particular card is going to need 3 ingredients. You can see these like 3 blank spaces here. This one's going to need 3 ingredients put on it. So let's go ahead and draw 3 ingredients. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know for sure if, so like I know with this deluxe version, it has a couple of extra cards and these wild ingredients. I don't think these come with the regular game. But there isn't a ton of detail. Like, I'm pretty sure that the wild ingredient can end up on here, but I don't know one way or the other. I should probably look that up. Anyway, that one card is going to need those spaces filled. And the way I knew that is that's card number 3, and it will detail that right here under number 3. When drawn, place 3 flavor tiles from the tea flavor bag on this card. Okay, so it doesn't mention anything about the wild, but also this whole book doesn't mention about the wild because that's kind of like an add-on. The place where you find information about the add-ons, there are some cards right here that explain some of that stuff. So let's see. The market tiles, these wild ones, they start in the bag. They can be bought with connected ones, cannot be bought as another flavor. I understand what that means, you might not. Yeah, but it doesn't mention anything about that card, so I think we're good. Anyway, the general area is set up. Let's go ahead and set up our individual players. Let's go ahead and make this the blue player play area. Now in all of my videos, I like to put a colored paper underneath here so that as I'm playing, I can bounce back and forth pretty easily without too much guff. So we'll just put that blue paper down to just emphasize that this is the blue player. We're going to need the blue player cards. So the way that I've set this up, so yeah, all right, so we have these special rules cards like this. Each player is going to have a small deck of cards, and there's a player aid for each player. So what I've done, just to make it easier that you could be looking on either side here, is I've created each deck of cards for the player, and I've taken one of these cards and flipped it over like that. So I could see the different players going this way or going this way. I know that's a little silly, but I am silly. Anyway, I need the cards with the blue player icon right here. So that's the black player, green, and here's the blue right here. So this is the blue player aid. I mean, it's the same as all of the other player aids, but I'm going to need these cards. Again, there were 3 cards added, I think, from the additional stuff. But yeah, anyway, I think the base game comes with 8, and then there were 3 more with this deluxe version. Let's go ahead while we're here and pull out the red player stuff. We'll get these guys fully set up a little bit later, but here we go. There's our red player and then the white player, so we won't need the rest of these. From this tray right here, we're going to need the player pieces. So let's go ahead and give the blue player these ones. And I'm calling them the red player, like it or not, even though they might be more brown, but yep, let's give them these. And technically these are like types of tea, and the blue and the red ones, or brown, whatever, are the 2 that I don't really know how to pronounce, and I'm a little embarrassed about it, but there we go. Each player needs those pieces. While we're at it, let's hand the blue player the first player token. Again, I know that this one's deluxeified. There's like a cardboard version as well, but whatever. Now what's going to happen is we're going to take our cards and we're going to turn them upside down. Here we go. Here's our player aid. And we need to shuffle these up. We're going to take one for ourselves, and then what we're going to do, here we go. We're going to take one for ourselves and just put them face up. Let's keep them here. And then what we need to do is make a general supply. So let's take these back up. Let's see, right here seems like a good place. So we're going to pick one of these to put face up here. There's going to be a line of cards, and we're going to end up making, we're going to shuffle these cards in with the red player ones. So let's go ahead and just start getting these set up over here. Something like that. And we've got our player aid here. And we're going to take these cards. We're going to obviously look closer at this beautiful, really fun artwork later when we're playing the game. Okay, so we're going to take these cards. One of them stays here with us. Something like that. The other one is going to go right here. And then what we need to do is, and obviously if this was a 3-player game, you'd have a 3rd card, 4-player game, a 4th card, and so on. But what we're going to do is we're going to take these cards and we're going to shuffle them all together. Like, oh my gosh. So we're basically making a pile that only has cards of the player colors who are playing the game. All right, something like that. That seems pretty good. Okay, and so you're always going to start off with 1 card from each player face up in the line, and then from the shuffled pile you're always going to reveal 2 more. So in a 2-player game there will be 4 cards here, in a 3-player game there will be 5, and I can't remember where I was, but yeah, that's the general idea here. The first player will always start with 1 coin. Obviously different than the first player marker. I should put that somewhere else, and let's try to match the red player down here. Okay, so we'll start with 1 coin as the first player. All other players will get 2 coins, so you could either give them the 2 or just 2 ones. Let's do the 2 ones. And sure, we'll put those there for now. And that is it. We are officially set up and ready to play Chai. So if you are interested in learning how to play this game or just watching me play it, there is a link in the description of this video for my gameplay video. Hopefully the setup video was helpful for you and that you're ready to learn how to play. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the gameplay video. Bye!